Live indeed. TenZ, he is alive. He's actually gotten off the Reyna, surprisingly. He's on a Phoenix now. You guys saw him on Haven just a couple of minutes ago. He was on the Reyna play and he was popping off, but Moon RACOONS, where has this come from? We were saying maybe you didn't hear us, but the Moon RACOONS, their run this entire tournament has been very unexpected. And the fact that they're even here is a massive surprise to a lot of people.
No, absolutely. It's huge surprise. And consider the fact that the Moon RACOONS only recently have really been making moves in the tier 2 scene. They've always been trying in terms of just the NSG tournaments, but that has always been just a whole other level to what would be a tournament of the caliber that we had this weekend. Now they have a huge opportunity. It's Relyks Shinobi stepping up, and oh, Sean!
That one owl drone sees that paranoia and sends one back the other way, but there is a TP. They're just going straight for the spike plans. There, no one else is going in except for just the one, and he's safe to get it. Relyks then snipe one with a rocket, and Shinobi only able to pick up the first. Fiend has to back away. He's on 50 HP now. Gets a little bit dicey now here for the rest of Cloud9, but more so for Moon RACOONS. They're down a man, and not only that, they're down in HP. Spiked out. It's just a bait. It's just a fake. TenZ and Relyks combined for 2. Sean can do what he may, but it won't be enough first round for Cloud9.
And again, there's one over towards short, but one just holding on sight in terms of that first contact. But in comes Mitch. There goes a third. Now both players still stuck over towards short. Mitch, fake defuse. That's at least the audio cue, dragging out a couple of these players. The Hunter's Fury, it's so close. But even then, Rebo takes down Relyks. Mitch just trying to find at least one of these players. Hunter's Fury barely connects, but now Mitch lining up at least this last player in terms of Rebo, but it's not going to happen. Here we go, Sully. We do have at least 35 seconds left into our round, and Mitch on the front lines with the judge striking down both Rebo and Alexander. But now look at this. Cloud9, they have grouped up over towards Garage, just clamping down onto these players that think they're safe over towards mid.
They can always make something happen, but this smoke Shinobi has unfortunately diverted all of that firepower straight to Relyks' face, and it has caused a little bit of disruption as Shinobi, he himself will find a similar fate. He goes down in TenZ. He's on a different agent, he's on a different duelist, but can he still have the same result? Curveballs all around, and unfortunately, all around they go, but down he goes, leaving Mitch to try and get something done. Man, I love the sound of that operator shot. Jeez, I did not know that. Vice.
Surely so, but again, he has all that util over towards C site, but he needs to get some sort of eye, and oh, that's what he was waiting for. Beautiful stuff, but the spike will end up going down. They just need to line up over towards long ASAP, but even then, look at the traps here from Vice. More or less calculated for now, but Relyks does at least take down Fiend with the frenzy. I like the fact that Temperature could essentially just wait up in that corner and be just fine. But they know this. They practice this. That's amazing. Rebo, the last person remaining, now in a one-on-one. Mitch, again. He has been quite the architect for the team, quite the sharpshooter. But now it's Rebo spraying on through. He's still going for it. But Mitch decides to run away after taking the spike to half. Moon RACOONS, they have yet another C site wide open, but it's all going to come down to the setup. Sean, beautiful Hunter's Fury, but he's only going to be able to connect off of one of them. Again, high density over towards Garage is going to lead to a beautiful shock dart from Sean. Now in comes the 4-on-4 retake. Sean still has the Phantom in hand. Rebo, Alexander, all getting frags. Now it's just down to Relyks. Relyks gets one alongside Shinobi, but it's just Relyks. Are you kidding me? That was his. Imagine if he didn't have the run it back. That would have been so efficient for him. But instead now, Moon RACOONS, they have sweeped up both players over towards A. And now this site is already theirs once again. This attacking... I was about to say, this attacking side for the Moon RACOONS has been so efficient. When I saw something spicy going on, but no, it's already done for. One more player remaining. It's Mitch over towards long. Rebo. Not going to say that it's a free kill. He still is at a little bit of an off angle. That is going to be a frag for Mitch. Has the knives out, ready and raring to go, but it could go tragic, and indeed it does. Oh, no. Last person remaining over towards Garage is Vice. He does get himself one, but Fiend is watching the drop, and he makes it all so efficient. Shinobi, last one remaining, does peek out right through the smoke. Somehow gets himself two off of that, too. So now it's just Relyks in 1v2. Out goes Temperature. He gets the first drop from Relyks, but it's Alex. ALEKSANDAR.
Away, and they're ready to play the retake.
Sean right through the smoke from the info from the Cypher, able to nail in a headshot. Right onto Mitch, but again, just like that, it's a 4-on-4. And Sean himself got beamed through the smoke. Good post plant from C9. Again, this is relatively standard. There is going to be a battle over towards long very soon, but just like that, everyone wins their 1v1s. Last person remaining is Temperature.
They're trying to take this all the way to A instead. They're going for this rawkus, and unfortunately, it's Temperature who waits and meets them on the opposite side. 6 goals left, but he still got 2 kills. Great showing here from Temperature to lock this one down, and Fiend has got the easy job of mopping up the rest, but Shinobi still stands, if only slightly. ALEKSANDAR out towards long. It's a matter of time before they all go down. No spike as well. It's stuck in the middle of the site, and ALEKSANDAR has brought it down to just 1 man. TenZ, the man of the hour, the man of this tournament, has got to pull up another clutch.
But it's not going to happen. Extremely early on. Fiend has the knives out, and Relyks has the kill. Easy peasy stuff. ALEKSANDAR, last person remaining now in a 1v4, gets at least 1, but Vice is going to get himself 2. 8-9 Cloud9, the C sites. But now it's going to be none other than Fiend to try to hold off the A site with nothing but a Marshall. But now he does have a teammate rotating in right at the right time. Last person remaining is ALEKSANDAR, who picked up that Marshall, but the round is done. Chill, relax, and watch some good frags, because ALEKSANDAR, he does picks up at least his first, but Relyks!
Whoa!
The good old double, as 2 players walk right into his crosshairs, and he capitalizes. Now there's only 2 players remaining for the team, make that only 1. Sean trying to make his way back towards the C sites, gets timed out. Oh, Fiend does turn on back though. Perfectly on time to take down TenZ, so that's at least the C lurk done and dusted. But the spike is making its way over towards A, but now Sean is in the back of sight, looking for a stack of frags, looking for a third, and it's easy peasy. And just make sure you're not exactly going to be losing too much space. But in we go again, Sully. Mitch, he does get himself 1 instantly, and we have a big round in our hands.
Oh, I don't like this B site, especially for Cloud9. They really struggle to hold this site down, and Shinobi, he moves away from the spike and he gets caught out because of it. Temperature, he's got the site under control, but a Killjoy ult. This is going to buy so much time. 12 seconds off of the spike timer, and it's looking like a 12th round here, but Fiend from the back lines. They've got to get rid of this Killjoy ultimate. So much time bought here for the remaining 2 players, and Relyks, pocket, rocket, showstoppers out, but stop, wait a minute. He's still alive now. Fiend comes out big. It's 1 more to go and 1 more to find. Vice has to do it alone. He takes 1 down, but has to find the second. Rebo through the wall, brings it back, and it's 11-11. Moon RACOONS stay alive and keep Cloud9 off of map point.
But now, Rebo, is he about to pull a Vice? Same thing that we saw in the first half, where Rebo is just going to take on so much damage over towards long, but he's actually going to go down to the nade. That is just simply unfortunate. And now Sean, the only player kind of laying around that C area, as now it's just totally populated by C9.
This will hold on to what we've got, especially that operator. It'll be so key in this next round to try and keep them alive. But 12-11, Cloud9, they're on map point and map number 1, but Sean is not leaving without taking a couple of bodies. He's taken 2 of them. Both heads popped off, but still, Cloud9 looks strong. Mitch holds with the operator. There's nothing being presented. Moon RACOONS, they're nowhere to be seen. Flashes upon flashes. Curveball from TenZ, it'll hold them back and even find the first. Second from Mitch, and they're locking it down here. Gus, it's 4-5 quick kills for Cloud9, and they take map number 1. It was all, and it's kind of crazy to think that they've gone all this way and that they're in the finals and they're dominating probably one of the best in North America. But in our game, let's get back to it. It will be the side of Moon RACOONS on the defense, and it does find ourselves Cloud9 on this A-bomb. So yes, they got the spike down, but there's so much chaos on the site. Somehow, some way, players are killing players from behind, and I don't know what is going on, but Relyks teams, I feel like, have really capitalized on the idea of let's go hold W. Let's play this brawly style, and it works out for them. It worked out in the last map, and clearly it's working out on this A-bomb site. Rebo up top with a Spectre in his hand, but nothing else he can do. Nothing at all he can say to stop this spike from going down. It's a 5v3. You know, he's in position to maybe find 1. I think he'll be flushed out or at least forced off the angle, and it's risky for Moon RACOONS. They could look to save. They definitely have guns that are valuable enough to hold on to, but they want to keep going. That Phantom from Fiend is specifically, he's just chilling in that smoke. He's ready to pounce. He's ready to strike whenever needed. needed.
Uh-oh.
And that door, it will be shut in their face. No, Rebo, he's trying to bait them.
What?
I thought he was going to go for it himself, but never mind. I thought he was going to close it himself.
I don't really know what the move was there, but hey, it was interesting to kind of watch. But still, Temperature, a little bit of a nuisance over towards Heaven. Did get himself at least one. But again, this Killjoy evaporating most of the control for C9. Or, I'm sorry, 4 Moon Raccoons at the moment, but now they can make their way back. You have the Empress of Darkness ready and raring to go for both sides of this team. Mitch tries to stand on up as 3 players are trying to aim at, but it's simply not going to happen. Temperature, a triple in the round. Cloud9 hasn't even touched B yet, Sully. That's the thing. You are forcing most of your approaches over towards A, and now, although you ended up getting the trade, it is a little bit easier, but what was that from TenZ? What was that from TenZ? Alexander. He goes down in a flash, and now Rebo over towards Heaven, still striking on back. Shinobi gets the spike down. Now in comes the retake.
Oh, that flashback got me going, man. That flashback got me going, and Relyks is still going. The showstopper delivered. It's not going to get the kill, but instead back them into their crosshair, and Relyks has one straight to his face. Fiend fiending to hopefully take this round, but unfortunately cut him off from it. It will be a save.
Back towards B. Look at this spot from Sean. Only has a stinger too, but can surely make it efficient. But Relyks just shuts them down immediately. In comes the take. They're about to have full control of B in just seconds. If Temperature doesn't catch these frags, he was so close to actually catching off Relyks, and he eventually does with a classic. Now Cloud9 are down to 3.
In this retake, Mitch still lined up. He has his teammate Shinobi next to him, but together, that's where they will lay. First one is laid out. Mitch is just trying to stay alive, and it won't happen. Vice arrives, but a little bit too late, and he's sucked up into the black hole, and it will be the 4th round here for the side of Moon Raccoon.
Trying it out here in a 3rd place decider game, which really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of a championship. It might work out in their favor. Sean, however, he is looking for that cash. 3rd place can get you a little bit of it, but Relyks is back at it. He's tapping heads. It's a 3-on-2.
Cloud9 might be trying new things, but one thing stays consistent, and that's Relyks' ability to frag. Another double. He's had so many of those. He just goes over the boathouse. He just goes over the control house. And Relyks, he's still standing, but in a 1 versus 1. He's got to do it all. A 4K from Relyks.
Again, it's almost exactly that trend where, you know, if they're losing, he's not exactly popping off. But again, it is what it is. Trenchments. In we go. Trade over towards A main. That was, again, very, very weird from Mitch in terms of placing down that turret, but over towards Cat, it was a little bit of a double stack. Could have worked out in terms of a crossfire, but they just swing out with each other, and Cloud9 to get the man advantage. Sean instantly over towards Heaven, looking for a huge frag onto Mitch. Mitch going for the plant. You still have another teammate looking out for the cross.
No.
It's going to be Shinobi. Sean gets the first, looking for a headshot. Barely any pixels to actually aim at, but he simply doesn't make it work. Temperature is making his way onto safe for free, and now it's just down to Relyks in a 1v1.
He's got a rocket, though. It doesn't really matter what happens. He can tap the spike, but Relyks, he's pulled out the showstopper.
He's still alive.
The curtains. He's alive. He's on 28 HP. This is unbelievable, and he might just win the round. Temperature is heating up, and the flames go up. Temperature goes up, and Relyks goes down.
Sean hugging what is this one-way cage setup, going to be able to get one, potentially a second. Relyks with a return frag, but Temperature is here to shut down TenZ. Relyks last one remaining now in a 1v4. Needs himself an ace to finish off the round. Again, Temp waiting on site. Alexander and Fiend, who were waiting up on A, have swiftly rotated.
Just Castaways production.
Maybe it's just us, I don't know. In comes the actual take, though. Mitch taking down Fiend. Temperature back onto Mitch. In comes the A take. There's still 2 people over towards Heaven. It's a very fast rotation, but even then, C9, they've gotten all the pivotal early frags. But Relyks, trying to go for the showstopper, but his show is stopped. But TenZ, he's going to continue. Mitch on the front lines has such a tight angle. That's usually an angle that you see being held with the operator. But huge with a ghost, but now in comes the take for the Moon Raccoons. Mitch holding down 1. There's still 1 over towards Heaven. That's TenZ. Alexander has to be the hero, and he gets himself 2, trying to escape, but he's getting sandwiched in. He's somehow still alive. TenZ has a kill onto Rebo. Alexander has 3 targets over towards Heaven at the moment, but he gets taken down to 55 HP, and he can't be able to recover any of this HP back. This is just a pure tragedy, but for C9, they're celebrating.
This is so tragic, Alexander. 15 seconds left. You've got to make a move, and the alarm bot as well. It ruins the plan. He spotted TenZ. One shot, he would have gone down, but they're all going for the swing, Relyks. Yeah, not even looking the right way. That is rough, Relyks.
TenZ wiling out over towards the cat area, over towards mid, but in we go now. They're stuck on lower util, and shinobi at least gets himself one. TenZ around the corner with a judge, trying to take down Sean, but it's simply not going to happen. Alexander strikes back onto shinobi. One more player left on site, and it's Vice. And just like that, C9, they have the man advantage, but just like that, it's over. Alexander tries to get a pick onto Mitch, but that doesn't happen either. Now it's a 2-on-2. Spike goes down, and Mitch is still being a nuisance with the Spectre. 2-on-1.
Nah, 2v1, and Relyks just mops it up. Quick and clean. You guys talking?
I don't know, but in goes Sean, actually, bursting on through the smoke. I mean, again, it was just a couple of pre-fires, and he just so happens to get his target down. TenZ does catch at least one player lurking around that B area, but most importantly, they have to take away this A site. 2 players laying around. Relyks is in the back lines. He was insane in half number 1, but can he keep up that energy? He gets himself 1. TenZ is here to help. Relyks gets a 2nd, looking for a 3rd, maybe a 4th, as the headshot lined up and not going to be able to capitalize. Mitch, last one remaining now in a 1v1. Temperature is waiting. Temperature already has a 1v1. He already has a clutch done for him on this out, but he's making so much noise. He's making so much noise.
He's rotating. Oh no, he's gonna TP after the. And Mitch is right into it.
My
He's already
God.
Mitch is gone. Same with temperature. This is high IQ gameplay. He's gonna get the spike down already, and Mitch, he has to break through the door. He knows where he's gonna be standing, but does he get aggressive? He does. Veer goes out, but it doesn't affect him that ever. It's devastating. A quick burst to the head, and it's over. It might just be over for 1. It might just be over for a 2nd. Relyks on 6 HP has found a 2nd kill in this round and found a 2nd life for Cloud9. It could just be double digits. The spike, it's still in the backs of Alexander, and up against pistols, that's recoverable. Temperature split apart, and Alex, he's picked up 1 already. They've got to find the 2nd, though. TenZ, he's on such low HP and on such low ground. 15 seconds. Spike's got to go down now, and TenZ, he's trying to deny it. He's trying to keep him from getting it down. It's all about timing and jumping across this screen.
This sort of trade-off moment. All right, what do I want? Do I want full armor and util? Do I want a full gun? Something of the sort. Now they're just going to at least just try to sweep up over towards main. This is a huge battle that ends up equalizing into a 2-on-2. Alexander still remaining in that position. He doesn't get exposed. Rebo, he was one of the only players for this team to actually have a pistol, and Mitch shuts them down immediately. Alexander now 1v2. Throws out his only eye. Goes for the fake. Mitch waiting for it, but that only baits out Relyks.
4 players on the A bomb side, but there are 4 players coming up catwalk, storming up catwalk, and Mitch lays out the floor plan, and down goes one. Vice is demolishing them. 3K sprays them all down, and you know what's next. Temperature is in a 1v4 now.
He gets the first. One more player waiting to swing, and it's Mitch. And Mitch gets it.
Waiting outside, they're going back in TenZ. This kill might call these rotations, and it does. It pulls one away. Shinobi, he was thinking about it, but now they realize it's a double fake. They've been duped, and Relyks, he's got to hold it with the operator. He's been really good so far on this raise, but he's got to go big again, and they're double wrapping. They're going through a defender spawn, and TenZ has got them with their back turned. One goes down to the 9s, another to the op, and you know the result. It's 13-8 for Cloud9, and they've sealed themselves the 3rd place spot.